Hi, this is Mike, and welcome back to 5 Minutes of Fantasy Sports. So today I want to talk a little basketball. Went through the process the other day of adding Michael Porter Jr., and I was just looking at my team today. Looks like I'm going to get a 7-2 win and move up to second place, so that'll be nice. But the note on him is it's looking like he might be out for the rest of the season. It says he's dealing with a nerve issue that could jeopardize his season. According to the report, another back surgery is not out of the question for Porter Jr. So I could always add back Ben Simmons, but it's not looking like he's got a great future ahead of him either. So what I want to go through today is just show you some ways you can search players who are eligible for the IL. I didn't actually know about this till I started looking at it today. And then you can make a better decision maybe based on that. So if you go to players up on the top here, and then you go to where it says status, you can highlight all available players for today's games, tomorrow's games. There's also one that says available IL plus eligible. So if you click on that and you click filter, it'll bring up all the players that you could slide onto your IL plus. So you can see Frank Kaminsky here is eligible for that. Looks like he's been out a couple games. He's been ruled out indefinitely now. So I'm probably going to pass on him. Danny Green is available. He's a decent player. He's the fourth straight game out, so not really worth looking at here. Bruce Brown, he's played okay this season. Looks like he's playing, but he got hurt on Friday. So Gary Payton the second. Basically what I'm looking for is I'm looking for a player that I can slide into that IL plus that maybe will be eligible soonish. I'm not really in a rush. I prefer to just wait for a good player. So what you can do is you can click on percent rostered and you can see the players that people are holding on to. Ben Simmons is the highest percentage. Kelly Olynyk, Kawhi Leonard, he's probably not coming back for the rest of the season. Sexton just had a bad injury. I think it was it meniscus? He tore his meniscus. Jamal Injury is recovering from an ACL. TJ Warren's an interesting option. He hasn't played much at all the last 2 years, but he was great in the bubble. And let's see this guy here, P. Williams. So another way to sort it is just click on minutes per game, and you're still looking at all the IL plus players. So Sexton, Hunter, let's look at this one here, DeAndre Hunter, set to undergo surgery on a tendon in his wrist, and he's expected to miss the next 2 weeks. Yikes. Stinks for that guy. But it's recommending here, it says Kevin Huerter and Cam Reddish will pick up the slack, even though neither have been very impressive as of late. So I did notice someone in our league added one of those two guys. So I'll take a look at Huerter. Someone added Cam Reddish. Kevin Huerter. What's he doing with his life here? So it looks like he's a 3-point guy. 3 points. He gets about 3 to 5 rebounds. I could just look at the averages. So he's averaging about 10 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Not too much in the steals or the blocks or anything. So he's not great. But at the same time, at least he's playing. So the thing is, I'd have to add someone to my IL. So he's not really the greatest option right now. But just kind of going through and looking at players this way, it's a good way to search and to see what's out there, because you might be able to find a player who's about to come back from injury this way. The blue notes show that there's a recent note. Davis Bertans used to be really good, and doesn't look like he's doing much anymore, so I'll pass on him. But yeah, Kendrick Nunn is someone like I could stash because he hasn't played at all this season, but I'm hoping he'll be good. So that's an option as well. Andre Iguodala, he's getting about 20 minutes a game, which is okay. So really, I'm not making a decision here, I don't think. I'm probably just going to hold on to Porter Jr. for now because I do like my team. And that's all the players that are eligible, it looks like, that aren't taken. So when I look at my roster, to add a player like Horter, I'd have to drop someone else. And right now, I'm not feeling that. Or else I just have to play IL plus gymnastics, which I don't seem too interested in. So, yeah, right now I'll just keep it where it is. Ben Simmons is the big question mark this year. It'd be nice to get him on a team and have him playing, but looks like it's not going to happen. So anyway, the big tip today is how to do player searches. You can do searches for players that are eligible for the IL Plus if you're looking to maybe put someone there. So that's it for today, and I'll talk to everybody tomorrow.